Yeah, see, she can just do it all. She can do it all. Hey y'all, Jay here. I'm a singing and songwriting teacher, and today I'm going to be taking a look at RAYE performing Nightingale Lane with the London Symphony Orchestra. So let's get into it. Let's play it back.
This is a song about the greatest heartbreak I have ever known. The song is called Nightingale Lane.
Ooh.
On the street in the South London suburbs, where my first love kissed me goodbye.
Yes, this is bluesier.
His lips were thin and beer stained and tear stained. Was a pain that made me cold and numb. Up to the oceans I cried, I'm made of steel. Just like but when I
Try. Little bit of vocal fry there.
I drive slow, I'm letting go now. Just see a ghost town when sometimes at red lights with closed eyes, tell myself, I let myself to go on, just saying somebody loved me once.
Ooh. This is actually very gospel feeling.
Somebody will again, like the way you love me on Nightingale Lane.
I love how RAYE plays around with the light and dark kind of tonal colors here. Hey, oh. Like she has really just this wide spectrum of color to her voice. And I think that's so interesting. A lot of singers will just stick to like one kind of vocal color because they feel like that just works for them. But she has, bright, dark. She has a little bit more of a raspier sound, clean and kind of more soulful and low. And we saw all of those colors just now. So, it's just incredible, all the things that she can do with her voice.
Although we never made it, stranger, you showed me it's true. Capable of loving someone the way I loved you. It was right there in June.
She's also not afraid to play around with just a little bit of nasality right there. That gives us just a little bit of like a piercing quality, and you really feel that. That little activation here in the velum and just kind of the nose area and just lifting that up, just makes the sound feel a lot more forward, a lot more present. So that impact is a lot louder than if it was not nasal. That little bit of nasality really gives the voice a shimmering and piercing quality to it.
Next to Old Park Avenue, standing in the rain. Yeah, it took me long, hard years to get over you.
9
Was
years?
an aching, I refused to feel again.
Couldn't be me. That's too long, girl.
Now, we never were quite right for each other, baby. But at the absence of passion in my life, I remember how alive love once was. And I sigh when I drive down this road, I reminisce. I drive slow, I've let him go now.
I feel like we're mourning the loss of her love. This feels like a funeral.
Sometimes at red lights with closed eyes, I tell myself, in fact, I tell myself to go on, just saying somebody love me once. Someday, somebody will again, like the way you love me on Nightingale Lane.
I like how she brings, when everything kind of comes down in the melody, it takes us to, that's kind of where we really see her use her great range of vocal colors to great effect. The beginning half of the chorus is really, really bright, forward, and nasal. And then when she actually sings Nightingale Lane, it's down here and more relaxed. So that little bit of like a tonal color shift gives us a lot more texture, and it's like a really nice storytelling device there. It kind of paints Nightingale Lane as this sort of kind of dark place that she's, has a lot of maybe resentment towards, a lot of bad memories with, and it just brings out like this soulful, rich quality to that one phrase, which is the title of the song. So it's really, really intelligent on her part to do something kind of special there.
And though we never made it, stranger, you showed me it's true. I'm capable of loving someone the way I love you. It was right there.
She's very intelligent with her belting. When she actually goes for a belt, you'll notice that she widens the mouth just a little bit, because if you keep your mouth too small during a belting section, it can cause a little bit too much activation here in the larynx. You can kind of get stuck there, and that's what can kind of lead to strain. If you open up, everything just gives you a little bit more space to work with. So her belting is great. It's top tier. And she's also really good at adding just a little bit of rasp to it. So we get that soulful quality without it necessarily feeling like she's going to hurt herself. You better sing, Ray.
Dabbled in love since maybe every other summer. It never lasts long, they never stick around. I'm made of steel now. I believe someday someone gon' come along and knock them walls down. And knock them walls down.
She's also never afraid to play around with like a more speech-like approach. Sometimes it almost comes across like rapping. In this one, not so much. I kind of just feel like it's her just kind of blurting out her thoughts about the situation. And, when you get caught up thinking about a moment, sometimes word vomit just naturally occurs. So I think that's a really smart melody choice from her end there.
When I drive down this road, I'm reminded that though I've let him go, now right here in this ghost town, right here on this ground is where someone once loved me.
So this is interesting. This almost feels like a more classical sound. It feels like her larynx is sitting a little bit lower, so that gives this kind of yawny effect, but she's up here, right here now. That kind of sound. So it's more of a, I would say that's kind of like a light mix right there, more so on the head register side of things, with a low larynx to give us a little bit of like that classical feel to it. So again, it's just so many things that she can do with her voice, from the belting to the scatting to the kind of speech like approach that can go from kind of almost a rapping quality to this almost classical kind of approach. Yeah, see, she can just do it all. She can do it all. Insane. If you notice too, her tongue is really forward, right behind her back teeth right there. Because if your tongue is a little bit too much in the middle, from like a technical standpoint, that can actually prevent the larynx and, the mechanism here from really moving how it should. So a really intelligent belter, a really intelligent singer, especially when they're going for high notes, it actually doesn't even matter the genre that you're singing in. You typically want to have a forward tongue so that it doesn't constrict you right here, kind of where it matters most, in the throat area, in the larynx area. Incredible. All right, y'all. So that was my reaction to RAYE's performance of Nightingale Lane. Once again, I mean, she's incredible. There's not much else left to say about it. She can really do so many things with her voice. She is a musician, you know what I mean? She does it all, not just the vocal stuff. She's a writer, producer, crazy performer, does everything. She's incredible. Shout out as well to the London Symphony Orchestra. I do quite a bit of work with them here and there. They're actually one of our partners for the label that I work with, so I'm always really excited to see whatever it is that they're doing because they're incredible. They're nice people there, so shout out to the team at London Symphony Orchestra as well. And once again, if you found anything that I said to be helpful, insightful, anything like that, feel free to click like, comment, subscribe, all of that great stuff. It genuinely does help and I appreciate it. Thanks.